Hi students, this is Mr. Boyd. Welcome back to another algebra lesson. Today we're going to look at section 4, topic 4 in our study of functions, specifically linear functions. And this is part 2 of interpreting rate of change and y-intercept. But very similar to the last lesson, we're going to review slope-intercept form one more time. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope or rate of change, and b is the y-intercept. Okay, slope, as always, is rise over run, sometimes called fall over run. So it either goes up or down and side to side. Okay, the formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The y-intercept is the point where the line crosses the y-axis, and it's denoted as 0, y. So in these three examples, we see the slope is 1/3, and the y-intercept is 5. In number 2, we can see that the slope is 5, and the y-intercept is, oh, there's nothing here. Well, that must mean that that is plus 0, so the y-intercept would be 0 and would pass through the origin. For example, number 3, the slope is negative 2/3, and the y-intercept is negative 1. So that is minus 1. That makes that a negative 1 y-intercept. I'm going to skip the your turns because we did plenty of those in the last lesson. Okay, so given the slope and the y-intercept, write the equation of the line. So the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is negative 2. Therefore, y equals 3x minus 2. For the your turn, y equals 4x plus 7. You jump back up here and do these two your turns. So my slope would be 2. My y-intercept would be 0. Here my slope would be 3/4, and the y-intercept would be 1. Okay? All right, let's take a look at writing equations from graphs. The first thing we need to do is identify the slope and the y-intercept. First, let's identify our y-intercept down here at negative 3. Our slope is up 4 and over 2, which gives me a slope of 2. Therefore, my equation is y equals 2x minus 3. In example number 2, my y-intercept is negative 2. My slope is negative 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be a negative 4 over 5 slope. Therefore, my equation is y equals negative 4/5 x minus 2. In example 3, my y-intercept is 0, and my slope is negative 1 over 3. Therefore, my equation is y equals negative 1/3 x plus 0, or just y equals negative 1/3 x. Okay, so taking a look at the your turn, why don't you pause the video and give it a try, and tune in and check your answer. Guys, now that you've had a chance to give it a shot, check your answers against mine. For number 3, I got y equals 2/3 x plus 1. For number 4, I got y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3. Okay, so now we're going to move on down to in our review to graphing. I don't think I'm going to do all of these because we've already done this before. Let's go ahead and do a few of them. So here I see my my y-intercept is -1 and my slope is 5/4. So I'll go down 1, then I'll go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 4 spaces, and of course I'll draw my line. Okay. Here I see my slope is -1. Remember there's a -1 there. And my y-intercept is 6. So I'll start off at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My slope is -1, so that would be down 1 and over 1. And so this graph should pass through all of those points right there. Let me grab my line tool and do this one with the line tool. And so that would be my graph of that equation. All right, for this one, my slope is 2. My y-intercept is 0. So I'm going to start right here at the origin. I'm going to go up 2 spaces and over 1 space. And then I'm going to draw my line, starting at the origin through the slope. And so there's the graph of that equation. All right, guys, why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try the your turn problems. All right, guys, compare your lines with mine. See how you did. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next part of the lesson, which is converting equations into slope-intercept form. Now, we looked at this a little bit in our last lesson, but let's go into this a little bit more because it's possible you could see equations like this and be asked to graph them. So I see here that my first example is 3x minus y equals 2. To put this in slope-intercept form, I need to isolate y. So I can see that I've got a positive 3x on the left-hand side, so I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. That's going to leave me with a minus y equals negative 3x plus 2. Now to make that y a positive y, I'm going to divide by -1, and if I divide by -1, I've got to divide every term by -1. That's going to give me y equals 3x minus 2. So here my slope would be 3, and my y-intercept would be -2. So y equals 3x minus 2. All right, move on down. Let me do another one, and I'll let you guys come back and do the your turns. Okay, so here I've got 2x plus 3y equals -12. Again, I'm going to subtract the 2x first. Cannot subtract those because they're not like terms, but I can rewrite it as -2x minus 12. Then I'll divide every term by 3 to isolate my y. That'll give me a -4x minus 4. So my slope-intercept form of that equation is y equals -4x minus 4. So that would give me a slope of -4 and a y-intercept of -4 also. Okay, guys, why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try the your turn problems. Guys, now that you have had an opportunity to try the your turn problems, check your answers against mine, see what you did wrong, compare my work with your work if you missed something, and see what you're doing wrong, figure it out. You need to learn how to do this. Again, this comes right out of section 2, rearranging formulas. All right, so let's move on to our next worked example. So looks like we're being asked to rewrite this in slope-intercept form and then identify the slope and the y-intercept and graph it. So just like in the previous examples, we're going to isolate y by subtracting the 3x. That's going to give me negative 5y equals negative 3x plus 25. Then I'll divide by negative 5, which is going to leave me with y equals 3/5. Notice that becomes a positive because I divided a negative by a negative. Minus 25 divided by negative 5 becomes negative 5. That's going to give us a y-intercept of negative 5, a slope of 3/5. Let's go down here and graph this. So I'm going to find the negative 5 on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to apply my slope to find my next point. So I'm going to rise up 3 places, and I'm going to run over 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll draw my line. Grab my line tool here. And so there we have it. There's our first example. Okay, pause the video and try the your turn problem. Guys, go ahead and compare notes. Notice how I solve this for y. Got an y-intercept of negative 2 and a slope of 3/2. Then I plotted my y-intercept first of negative 2, went up 3, to the right 2. Well, going down 3 and to the left 2 is the same procedure. So I did that to acquire another point. So I've got 3 points. And then I drew the line through the 3 points. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, click the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. And then, of course, if you click on the bell, you will get notifications whenever I post a new video. Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon.